So why are more and more investors turning towards dual income properties? Well, first, let's have a look at what a dual income property actually can be. Most people will associate dual income with a duplex. A duplex, of course, being two dwellings on the same parcel of land, oftentimes sharing an adjoining wall, but the units can also be detached. A duplex, of course, can also exist under one property title, or they can have two independent titles. Another form of a dual income property can be a house plus a secondary dwelling. That secondary dwelling could be, let's say, a granny flat, and that granny flat could be attached or detached from the principal dwelling. Another type of dual income property might be a house with a Fonzie flat or a studio above the garage. Oftentimes you'll see this type of development where the property has rear laneway access. But essentially for investors, what a dual income property means is two dwellings on the one parcel of land. Therefore you have two separate sources of income. So why is this favorable with investors? Well, as rental yields remain stubbornly low across the major capital cities of Australia, so let's say, for example, in Sydney, investors struggle to get anywhere from 2 to 3% gross rental yields. With a dual income property, you can often boost your rental yield to anywhere between 5.5 to 8%. So you're getting more return on your initial capital investment. If, for example, you choose to decide to build a duplex or buy a duplex, then in addition to having the two separate sources of income from the two separate properties, assuming that you've got two separate titles on each unit of the duplex, you also have double the capital growth across your investment period. Also, another thing to consider are vacancy periods and negating against rental loss. When you choose a dual income property, you have two separate tenants. So let's say during the transitioning period where you're looking for a new tenant for one of the properties, you would still have the other property tenanted out. Therefore, what you are in fact doing is negating against your rental loss on your investment.